This conference will now be recorded.
Hello and welcome to this training on building correctly to earn a solid income forever. My name is Bill Lewis and it's my pleasure to be here with you today. No doubt, we've experienced, each of us in our groups, fluctuating total group case credits each month. Some months we may have 30 case credits and the next month 80 case credits, only to see it drop to 40 case credits the next. The main causes of this are, number one, FBOs buying more product than they are selling. Number two, FBOs buying into a position. And number three, FBOs convincing downline FBOs to buy more product than they need. All of which, I might add, are against company policy. The purpose of this training is to show how to build our business in such a manner as to ensure steady, solid income for our current needs and our future security. Keep in mind that the business we build today, if we build it properly on a solid foundation, not only can benefit us immediately, but can be passed on to our children so they too can benefit for generations to come. So exactly how do we go about building such a business? First and foremost, let us understand founder Rex Maughan's philosophy for building a successful business. He truly believes that there are no shortcuts for success. Only by living strictly by important qualities can we expect any lasting results from our efforts. We should demonstrate integrity by following company policy and treating everyone equally. We should be honest in all our communication with others. And we should show empathy for others by always treating them as we would have them treat us. It's not only a great way to obtain financial freedom, but also the satisfaction of having done a job right. One of the most important shortcuts, I should say, one of the most tempting shortcuts is that of bonus buying. We emphatically say no to bonus buying. Bonus buying means purchasing more product than you need for the next 30 days. Sometimes we're tempted to purchase a lot of extra product so we can qualify for an incentive, or to buy in a downline's name to help them qualify. This is a practice that we definitely want to avoid, because in the long term, it creates weakness in our business. If our product purchases are not supported by actual end consumer demand, eventually we'll lose money instead of making a profit. Sure, we may have the recognition, but we won't be earning the corresponding income. If we want to build a business that will last, we should make it sure it sits on a solid foundation. In Forever, the only solid foundation is made up of FBOs who have a 4 case credit consumer base. When people who try to build a Forever business without actually marketing our products is like trying to make a stack of playing cards which the slightest breeze can destroy. We need to properly train and assist each new FBO to develop the skills of developing repeat customers, at least 15 of them, and then when one of those customers joins as an FBO, to replace them with a new customer so they always have a 15 customer foundation. Often we hear the question, should we sponsor wide, meaning sponsor a lot of people first generation to us, or deep, meaning helping our downline sponsor people under them? When we are building correctly, we are focusing primarily on sponsoring people directly to ourselves, and secondarily on helping our downlines to sponsor. Let's not fall into the habit of neglecting our personal sponsoring activities. We should constantly be working with our own prospect list to sponsor at least one person a month and spend the time to help them get started. As we properly train our first generation, they in turn can focus on sponsoring and training their first generation recruits, and so on down the line. Yes, we do want to spend some time assisting potential downline leaders, but not at the expense of our personal sponsoring efforts. Now let's discuss what in network marketing I refer to as the rules of three that make for a stable business. Please consider these versions of a three-legged stool. With only one leg, it is possible to sit on a stool, but it's very unstable and it is very uncomfortable trying to keep from falling over. With two legs, it is a bit more stable, but again requires much effort to keep steady. But when we add a third leg, the stool becomes quite stable. It's the same with most aspects of our business. For example, there are three fundamental business building activities that are critical for a stable network marketing business. They are the personal use of the product, retailing product to non-FBOs, and sponsoring new FBOs. If we try to build one without one of these legs, our business will be just as unsteady as trying to sit on a one or two-legged stool. I believe it's genius in the Forever Marketing Plan that each of these three legs contributes directly to our 4cc volume. The rules of three also apply to how we structure our downline for maximum strength and stability. The position of supervisor, for example. Take a look at this diagram of an ideal supervisor group. Here, the supervisor has developed three separate assistant supervisor lines with an overall total of 7 active FBOs. This group generates a consistent 30+ case credits each month. We would do well to keep this in mind as we make our plan to reach the supervisor level, and to never be satisfied until we have 3 strong legs under us. Might I suggest that each of us makes a diagram similar to this one and fill in the names as we identify the people we sponsor and those who sponsor downline from them, who will commit to doing their 4 case credits each month. That way, we can remain focused on filling the gaps to eliminate any weakness in our group structure. Here's a similar diagram for the position of manager. Notice the 3 legs of supervisors we've developed. The entire downline consists of 30 active FBOs who are generating 120 case credits a month. This is a group that will qualify us not only for a life-changing monthly income, but also for most of the other incentives offered by Forever. Yet another rule of 3 is the number of strong manager lines we have under us. In order to qualify each month for the leadership bonus, we need 12 personal and non-manager case credits, including our 4 active case credits, of course. This is reduced all the way to just 4 active case credits by our developing 3 sponsorship lines that each have a manager who's doing at least 25 cases each month. Our final piece of advice is to take care to develop independent FBOs in our downlines. The whole idea of network marketing is to multiply our time through sponsoring others. But this doesn't happen if we end up spending our time doing for our downlines what they should be doing for themselves. If we do everything for them, they will not develop into self-sustaining leaders. It doesn't really matter how much we want their success. What matters is how much they want their success. And if they don't demonstrate their desire to succeed by learning and taking the initiative to work for their own success, our time is much better spent in sponsoring and training someone else. Just as we need to let go of the baby so they can walk on their own. Once we have shown our FBOs how to place their own orders, conduct their own product and business presentations, and train their own downlines, we should let go and let them develop their own skills. These then are the keys to building correctly. 1, take no shortcuts, but work with integrity, honesty, and empathy. 2, don't fall into the temptation of bonus buying. 3, build a strong 4 case credit foundation of sales to end consumers. 4, always continue sponsoring first generation FBOs, no matter how high you rise in the marketing plan. 6, plan your business around the rules of 3. And 7, develop independent and not dependent FBOs in your downline. By following these suggestions, you can look forward confidently to a business that will satisfy your present needs and provide for your future security. Thank you, and may you enjoy great success and satisfaction as you work to build your forever business.